Nature is awe-inspiring and beautiful, but it's important to remember that we're sharing this planet with a variety of incredible and sometimes unpredictable creatures. While encounters with wild animals are rare, being equipped with the right knowledge can mean the difference between a safe experience and a potentially dangerous situation. In this video, we're bringing you 5 indispensable tips that could save your life if you ever find yourself face to face with a wild animal. From understanding animal behavior to effective strategies for diffusing a tense situation, we've got you covered. Surviving a shark attack is a rare but potentially life-threatening situation. While your chances of encountering a shark are minimal, it's important to know how to react calmly and effectively if you find yourself in such a situation. Here's what you should do. Stay calm. The most crucial step is to remain as calm as possible. Panic can attract sharks and increase the risk of an attack. Try to control your breathing and stay focused on the steps you need to take. Maintain eye contact. If you spot a shark swimming near you, keep your eyes on it. Sharks are less likely to approach if they feel you are aware of their presence. Back away slowly. If the shark is at a distance and hasn't shown aggressive behavior, slowly and smoothly back away towards the shore or your boat. Sudden movements or splashing can trigger their curiosity or hunting instincts. Do not turn your back. Avoid turning your back on the shark. Always face it and continue to move calmly backward. Use your hands. If the shark gets too close and you have no means of protection, use your hands and arms to create a barrier between you and the shark. Aim for the shark's sensitive areas, such as its eyes, gills, or snout. If it comes too close, stay vertical. If you're in the water, try to stay vertical with your feet pointing downward. Sharks often attack from below, and appearing larger may discourage them. Stay in a group. If you're with others, stay in a group. Sharks are more likely to attack isolated individuals. Use shark repellents. If you have access to shark repellent devices, use them as directed. Some devices emit electrical or magnetic fields that can deter sharks. Create noise. If you have any noise-making devices, use them to create loud sounds underwater. Noise may startle the shark and encourage it to swim away. Be ready to defend. If a shark becomes aggressive and approaches you, use any available objects, like a camera, snorkel, or even your fists, to defend yourself. Focus on its sensitive areas. As mentioned earlier, get out of the water as soon as it's safe. Slowly and calmly make your way out of the water. Move steadily without sudden movements. Seek medical help. Regardless of the severity of the encounter, seek medical attention as soon as possible. Even minor bites can lead to infections. Remember, shark attacks are exceedingly rare, and most species of sharks are not interested in humans as prey. Your best defense is prevention, awareness, and staying informed about the local marine life and safety guidelines before entering the water. Always respect the ocean and its inhabitants, and prioritize your safety above all else. Surviving an encounter with a rhino requires a combination of understanding their behavior, maintaining a safe distance, and responding calmly and appropriately. Rhinos are large, powerful animals, and it's crucial to know how to minimize the risk of a dangerous situation. Here's what you should do if you encounter a rhino. Stay calm. If you spot a rhino in the wild, remain as calm as possible. Sudden movements, loud noises, or signs of panic can startle the animal and provoke an aggressive response. Keep your distance. Rhinos have poor eyesight but an acute sense of hearing and smell. Maintain a safe distance by slowly and quietly moving away from the rhino. Avoid getting between a rhino and its calf, as this can trigger protective behavior. Avoid direct eye contact. While eye contact is important with some animals, with rhinos, it can be perceived as a threat. Lower your gaze and avoid staring directly into their eyes. Stand still. If a rhino starts to approach you, stand still. Rhinos may charge to establish dominance or defend territory, but they might stop if they feel you're not a threat. Slowly back away once the rhino loses interest. Move sideways. If the rhino charges and you can't escape its path, move sideways rather than running directly away. Rhinos have poor lateral vision, and this movement might confuse them. Seek higher ground. If there's an obstacle or higher ground nearby, try to reach it. Rhinos are less likely to pursue you uphill or over challenging terrain. Use a barrier. If you have any available objects, such as a tree, rock, or your backpack, use it as a barrier between you and the rhino. Keep in mind that this is a last resort, and the goal is to deter the animal, not provoke it. Make noise, use your voice, clapping, or other noise-making devices to alert the rhino to your presence. Many times, rhinos will move away if they know you're there. Avoid scent markings. Rhinos use scent markings to establish territory and communicate. Avoid urinating or defecating near their markings, as this could trigger aggression. Stay downwind. Position yourself so that the wind carries your scent away from the rhino. This can help prevent it from detecting your presence and feeling threatened. Stay out of their way. When in rhino habitats, respect their space and avoid obstructing their paths. Be aware of where rhinos are likely to be found and plan your movements accordingly. Educate yourself before visiting areas with rhino populations. Learn about the specific rhino species present, their behaviors, and any guidelines or regulations provided by local authorities. It's important to note that rhino encounters are rare, and most rhino species are not inherently aggressive toward humans. However, they are wild animals, and caution should always be exercised when observing them. Respect their space, observe from a safe distance, and prioritize your safety and the well-being of the animals. Surviving an encounter with a crocodile requires quick thinking, knowledge of their behavior, and decisive action. Crocodiles are formidable predators, and knowing how to react in their presence can greatly increase your chances of staying safe. Here's what you should do if you encounter a crocodile. Stay alert. Be aware of your surroundings, especially when near bodies of water in crocodile habitat. Look for signs of crocodile presence, such as tracks, slides, and basking spots. Maintain distance. Crocodiles are fast and can strike with incredible force. Always maintain a safe distance from the water's edge and avoid swimming in areas known to have crocodiles. Avoid nighttime and dawn, dusk activities. Crocodiles are most active during these times, so it's best to avoid being near water during periods of low visibility. Stay quiet. Crocodiles are sensitive to vibrations and sounds. Avoid making loud noises, which could attract their attention. Do not approach or provoke. Never attempt to feed, touch, or provoke a crocodile. Even seemingly docile crocodiles can become aggressive if they feel threatened. Back away slowly. If you spot a crocodile on land or in the water, slowly and calmly move away, maintaining eye contact if possible. Do not turn your back on the crocodile. Avoid nesting areas. During breeding season, crocodiles can become particularly territorial and aggressive. Steer clear of nesting sites and known crocodile territories. Use caution around water. When near the water's edge, be cautious of sudden movements or splashing, as these actions can attract crocodiles. Keep a safe distance from the water and avoid bending down close to the shoreline. Stay vertical in the water. If you find yourself in the water with a crocodile nearby, stay as vertical as possible with your feet pointing downward. This might discourage the crocodile from grabbing you. Fight back. If a crocodile attacks you, fight back with all your strength. Target its eyes, snout, and throat. These are the most vulnerable areas. Use any available objects or tools to fend off the attack. Get to higher ground. If a crocodile approaches you on land, try to quickly climb a tree, large rock, or other elevated area where the crocodile cannot reach you. Seek medical attention. Even if you manage to escape a crocodile attack, seek immediate medical attention. Crocodile bites can cause severe injuries and infections. Remember, crocodile attacks are rare, and most crocodile species are not naturally inclined to target humans as prey. Avoiding crocodile habitats and practicing caution around bodies of water are your best strategies for preventing encounters. When exploring areas with crocodile populations, it's crucial to familiarize yourself with local safety guidelines and adhere to the advice provided by experts and authorities. Surviving an encounter with wolves involves understanding their behavior, responding appropriately, and minimizing the risk of conflict. Wolves are generally cautious and avoid humans, but it's essential to know how to act if you come across them. Here's what you should do. Stay calm. If you spot wolves in the wild, stay calm and avoid panicking. Wolves are more likely to become aggressive if they sense fear or stress. Maintain distance. Wolves are naturally wary of humans and usually avoid contact. Keep a safe distance and avoid getting too close. Use binoculars or a camera with a zoom lens for observation. Avoid eye contact. Unlike some other animals, Direct eye contact with wolves can be interpreted as a challenge or threat. Lower your gaze and look away. Stand tall and make noise. If you feel threatened by the presence of wolves, stand tall, raise your arms, and make yourself appear larger. Shout, clap your hands, or use noise-making devices to deter them. Back away slowly and calmly. Start backing away from the wolves, keeping your eyes on them. Avoid turning your back on them suddenly. Do not run. Running can trigger a chase response in wolves, as they have a natural instinct to chase fleeing prey. It's important to avoid this behavior. Gather in a group. If you're in a group, stick together and face the wolves. Wolves are less likely to approach a larger group of humans. Use bear spray. If you have bear spray or a similar deterrent, it may also work to deter wolves. Follow the instructions on the spray's label and use it as a last resort. Create barriers. If you have access to objects like sticks, rocks, or your backpack, use them to create a barrier between you and the wolves. This may help keep them at a safe distance. Avoid attracting them. Keep any food or scented items securely stored and away from your campsite. Wolves are attracted to the smell of food and could become curious or bold if they detect it. Stay upwind. Position yourself so that the wind is carrying your scent away from the wolves. This can help prevent them from detecting your presence. Educate yourself. Before entering areas with wolf populations, learn about their behavior, habits, and the best practices for coexisting safely with them. It's important to note that wolf attacks on humans are extremely rare. Wolves are generally shy and tend to avoid contact with people. Most conflicts arise from habituation, where wolves become accustomed to human presence due to improper food storage or feeding by humans. Respecting their space, keeping a safe distance, and adhering to guidelines for responsible outdoor behavior will go a long way in preventing negative interactions with wolves. Surviving an encounter with a grizzly bear, also known as a brown bear, requires specific knowledge and strategies due to their behavior and potential threat level. Grizzly bears are large and powerful animals, and it's crucial to respond correctly to minimize the risk of a dangerous situation. Here's what you should do if you encounter a grizzly bear. Stay calm. Remaining calm is essential. Keep a cool head to make rational decisions and avoid triggering the bear's aggression. Identify yourself. Speak in a calm and assertive voice to let the bear know you're human. This helps the bear recognizes you as a non-threatening presence. Do not run. Running can trigger a grizzly bear's chase instinct. Unlike with black bears, playing dead is the recommended response for defensive encounters with grizzly bears. Assess the bear's behavior. Grizzly bears may exhibit different behaviors. If the bear is unaware of you, back away slowly without turning your back. If the bear notices you, try to determine if it's showing defensive, neutral, or predatory behavior. Play dead. For defensive behavior, if a grizzly bear charges you defensively, that is, it feels threatened and wants to establish dominance, the best course of action is to play dead. Lie flat on your stomach with your hands clasped behind your neck, your legs spread to make it harder for the bear to turn you over, and your backpack on for added protection. Keep your head down and remain still until the bear leaves the area. Fight back. For predatory behavior, if a grizzly bear approaches you in a predatory manner, or if it continues to attack even after you've played dead, you should fight back aggressively. Use any available objects or your fists and aim for the bear's sensitive areas, such as its eyes,
face to face with my namesake.
Use bear spray.
Be hard to think of something more terrible.
Don't try and run for it. You'll never outrun it.
Follow the instructions on the spray's label and deploy it.
Don't
If the
think
bear
playing
gets too
dead's gonna
close,
work.
Avoid eye contact.
Brown
Unlike
bears
with
are
some
after
animals,
carrion.
direct eye
If you play
contact can be
dead,
interpreted
they'll
as
see
a
you as
challenge
dead
or threat
meat.
by grizzly bears. Lower your gaze and look away. Stay still after the encounter. If
He's got his jaws and claws round your throat.
Even after
You're never gonna win that battle.
This
Okay,
helps
back
ensure
away,
the
back
bear
away.
is no longer terrified before you cautiously get up and leave. Educate
Instead, you've got to create some sort of
grizzly
distraction.
bear habitats. Familiarize yourself with their behavior, habits, and recommended safety guidelines specific to grizzly bear encounters. Remember, grizzly bear encounters are rare, and these bears usually prefer to avoid humans. Being knowledgeable, practicing responsible behavior, and following expert advice can greatly reduce the risk of negative interactions with grizzly bears. Always prioritize your safety and adhere to guidelines provided by wildlife experts and local authorities.